So how do you beat a goblin player who happens to get Soul Ring and Krenko and Mana Crypt all in their opening draw? Well, 4 easy steps. Step 1, if you're the Edric deck, is and what's interesting, by the way, before I go any further, is that Porphyros is his commander. So he natural draws Krenko, which, if you can manage to pull that off, is even better than having Krenko as a commander, probably. Actually, I guess it would be worse. Anyway, regardless, step 1, don't keep this hand. So Mulligan into step 2, perfect hand. So I keep this and draw. Oh yeah, look at this. So first turn, Mox, and I had to do the hard thing, but if you look at the way the situation is, I can get rid of a Scrib, cast Priest, Spiketail, and keep a Sower. Or I can get rid of Sower and cast Spiketail, Priest, and keep a Scrib. And because I have no land drops upcoming, and a Scrib and a Priest, Scrib will let me reuse the Tropical Island over and over, and reuse the Priest multiple times, so I felt it would be worth it to lose the Sower in order to gain the additional mana ramping, and then let Edric find me solutions to problem cards. So, Spiketail, Priest, okay. Turn 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 permanents deployed, 6 cards from hand. That is a good first turn. And so my opponent, however, has the perfect, well, a very strong rebuttal in that he's able to play Mana Crypt. So if it had been Soul Ring, Spiketail had it covered, but not Crypt. And Goblin Lookout. So that did not put the fear of Gob into me. The fear of Gob. Anyway, Spiketail Lookout's not that great of a creature, but what's interesting is, other than this turn where I suppose I could have Sowered that thing, had I kept the Sower over the Spiketail, I would not be able to Sower future goblins, thanks to the sack effect. So I was glad that I made the decision that I made. So here's the play that I was talking about. Scrib into Edric. Swing. Drawing more mana. That's just fine with me. In turn 2, he gets Soul Ring and Krenko, which, I mean, if he didn't have turn 1 Mana Crypt, he couldn't have played the Lookout, and of course it was Crypt, so I couldn't Spiketail it. And then, because he had a Soul Ring, he's able to play Krenko with 1 mana floating. So, what a perfect combination of things in order to respond to the original threat of the Spiketail countering his play. But I draw this. So first things first, let's get in for some damage. And boy, I sure wish now that I could steal that Krenko. Anyway, I get in for some damage and draw Garrick. The City of Brass, not what I wanted to see there. But down comes Garrick, or Deranged Hermit, which means that my elf now produces 3 mana, my priest. And so I don't even have to pick up a land this turn, so I'm able to develop, and then I just go for a mock counter spell, and my opponent plays his commander. And then I guess he was thinking of making a 3-drop with one of the last 2 cards in his hand, but decides against it thanks to Spiketail. I don't know if I stopped the Wheel of Fortune or what. If he did have Wheel, he should have played it. But I'm not worried about his commander, but I assume it would have been just some other goblin. And he's not really able to swing in with his creatures into this mess. He's going to have to produce guys, and unfortunately for him, that game plan is not going to be successful. So, upkeep, I go ahead and just pay the cost on Deranged Hermit, and set up the overrun. And look at that, 41 damage coming your way. How do you block? Well, you don't. He can prevent 3/5 by blocking and produce 2 little guys, but you can either tap him or block with him. You'd have to block first, then make guys who would not then be able to block. That would put him at it's 41 damage and he can take 5 off, so that's 36 damage coming his way. Plus, even if he managed to survive this hit, I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards, and I'm going to also be able to more than likely untap the priest and produce a whole bunch of mana, not to mention the Grim Monolith and whatever other crazy ramping things that I get to go with it. Perhaps Cradle or Map for Cradle or something like that. Trinket for Map for Cradle. None of which matters. He's dead. Dead man walking. So even with a Mana Crypt and a Soul Ring, he dies on his 3rd turn. And a Krenko, he dies on his 3rd turn. Do this totally insane draw. Egged on by the power of the Chrome Mox. Which, man, I can't believe I was never using this card before. So, anyway, here's the deck list. It's a quick little game, but it's a lot of fun. Thought you might like to see that. One of the nut starts that the deck can get. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.